Hey guys, yeah,
Duggo and Mike Steele creeping it real.
I'm wasted. I'm here though. Frenemies. What's
Frenemy Show with Mike Steele and Duggo. You had a good time tonight. We went out to a few local bars in search of mischief and food and drinks. And it's so great, the freedom to be able to go out and you have so many different places to go. You have different personalities, the bartenders, the types of food. Very, very fortunate to have at least a little bit of, I don't know if you call it culture, but variety stuff to do. Where I grew up in Connecticut, there was nothing to do ever. It was terrible, but had my friends, which was great. But Doug O here is always on the prowl, even when he's sleeping. And he was looking for some wares, if you know what I'm saying. It's tricky. Dating is tricky. Dating has always been tricky. Like, is this the best environment, restaurants and bars to meet someone? I guess if they're not going crazy, if they're not out of control. One of the things that's funny is I met my wife on Match.com, but you put on your dating app like, oh, I like long walks on the beach and I like picking flowers in a meadow and making a bouquet and then I like cooking. It's like, no, I don't.
all lame? All of it.
If I see flowers, I kick them.
All a lie.
The only thing I cook are frozen mozzarella cheese sticks.
Yep.
And the only reason to be on the beach is if you're both naked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Check.
So you want to be honest in what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish in anything that you enter into, or there's no way to get the result that you want. If you want someone who's fit, you should probably be fit. If you want someone who is very successful, then that's what you should do. You should hang out at country clubs or hang out at high end networking events or restaurants or get-togethers like that. You just have to design your life the way that you want. There's nothing you cannot achieve.
That's true.
And one of the things we want to always impart is that if you want to be a billionaire, go do that. If that's what matters to you, building a brand, being able to build something, make something you can sell, and then helping people. It's really about helping people. If you don't help your family, your friends, I don't see the point of any of that. What are you going to do with that excess? I imagine the top 1%, they do some philanthropy here and there, but it's a ton of cash on, it's sort of, it's very tricky. It's ridiculous and it's not. If you go to Atlantis in the Bahamas with your yacht, which costs you 300 million, and then you pay $17,000 an hour to put the boat there so you can go gamble or get a hotel room and do some, hopefully some high-end narcotics with a rental unit, a prostitute. Like, everybody else is starving and suffering, but I mean, you earned it. Did you earn it? Maybe. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, how do you figure that one out?
Are you earning it? Like if you pay for sex, are you earning it?
That's not what I mean. What I mean is, if you have so much dough, should you be constantly helping other people?
No.
Oh, maybe not.
Like let's say you have a gorilla, right? And the gorilla collects 5,000 bananas. Does he have to give the bananas to the other gorillas? No,
I've read
he
somewhere
might.
that that's the case.
He might give a couple bananas, but he's not going to give you all the bananas.
No?
And he's not going to give the bananas to the other gorilla tribes, whatever they're called, right?
The good news is that Duggo is off his rocker.
Fucking wasted.
If you see a rocker, Duggo's not sitting in it.
We went to Dirty Bingo. I couldn't even cross off my card.
Yeah, we didn't win Dirty Bingo, which was upsetting.
There's more dudes than chicks too, which made it worse.
Yeah, we made a few wrong moves. Went to Azteca de Oro and then bailed because it was a sausage fest. But they had free chips and salsa. So then we go to Nona Blue, who it's $398 for chips and salsa, but it was a little more entertaining. It's just good to be out. It's good to do stuff. It's good to, you got to look at the positive in anything. Support local establishments. You've got to communicate with people. You've got to network. You got to hand out business cards. Don't be a secret agent. So when you go out, I handed out 50 bills or whatever for the show. I left a bunch at one of the places. I handed out some business cards. You're doing something positive. If you're always doing that, it's here, a night there, 2-3 nights a week. So all of a sudden in a year, you've handed out 25,000 pieces of material to help market. That's a good thing.
The average number is 10%.
10% return?
You put the product in 10%, excuse me, you put the product in everybody's hands, 10% will buy, right? So if you put the product, aka advertisements, in 1,000 people's hands, 10% of that will watch the show.
Yeah.
They'll click on it, they'll view it, they'll do.
We'll find out.
Whatever, right? So what's that, 100 people? So for every 1,000, you get 100 people that'll watch it at least once.
Doug is like this guy we just ran into, which he looked like Super Mario.
Mm.
And we're like, hey man, we're like, hey, we saw you at Giovanni's. Like, hey, have a good night.
He was awesome, right?
Would you like a pizza?
We went to this one restaurant first, and we sat at the bar, and this guy showed up with a mustache. And
like a mustache, like porno time.
I made a
70s Tom Selleck porno.
Exactly. I made a random comment about this guy, thinking we'd never see him again. It wasn't bad. It was like a comment to the bartender about him because she knew him.
And the guy didn't say a word. He was very, it's the best night of my life. I'm having a good time. I've seen the guy before.
Yeah. Like if somebody would have said that, I would have been like, ha, 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 whatever, and started talking.
He might not have known you were talking about him.
Only dude with the mustache at the bar. Come on. Anyway, so we're at this other bar tonight, known as Social, and as we're leaving, he walks up, and we're like, hey, you were at Giovanni's. What did he say again?
I can't remember. It was like, hey, you guys are having a good night. I was like, hey, Mafia John.
Yeah, his accent was so hardcore.
Has anybody got a cannoli and maybe some slices of pasta?
Where's Mario?
Where's the hot antipasta?
It was so funny. I was cracking
I'd
up.
like a ricotta pie, and you owe me a vig and a half.
I was cracking up so bad I couldn't even drive back, and not that I was, and but now I can't even remember what the hell he was saying.
Yeah, I know. It was funny at the time.
But it was so
interesting
funny.
characters out there, but we should get to know these people because they're regulars, they're locals, and we can be friendly with them.
He would have been a cool dude, the fact that he was just like, hey, I'm a Mario. I kept on walking.
Hey, I'm a Super Mario. Is he going to the car crash and turned into a cannoli? So what is he like? He's like bar hopping looking for chicks?
He probably thought we were making
fun of him. No, but we could have helped him out.
We were trying to be cool.
We could have helped him out, man, because there were plenty of broads there he could have hit on.
He probably thought we were making fun of him, but we were actually trying to be cool and be friends.
No, but next time you talk to him.
Next time we'll be like, hey, we're Luigi. And he'll be like, I'm a Mario.
Oh, hey, where's the mushroom?
And we'll get it.
Where's the Oompa Loompa guy?
The question is, where's Princess Peach? You know what I'm saying?
Where's that one with the steam pipe?
We went to Dirty Bingo. There was no Princess Peach. It was all... What's his name? It was all
plenty.
It was all what's his name?
There was plenty there.
Goomba. What's his name?
There was plenty.
What's the bad guy's name? What's his name?
Dude, Gargamel from Smurfs.
Gargamel. That's not that.
Dude, I'm sorry I'm not up on my Super Mario Brothers.
King Koopa? It was all King Koopas. No Princess.
Koopa?
No Princess Peaches.
Who's the man with Ed Lover and Dr. Dre? Degree and Mr. Lurver.
It was all your princess is in another castle.
Once again, 352,000 single women. Doug didn't hit on one of them. Well, maybe the bartender.
I don't see them. They're invisible.
Yeah.
If I could see them, it'd be
Doug
game
needs
on.
better glasses.
Be
I
game
can see
on.
just fine.
I need glasses for sure.
Yeah, next time. But whatever works.
I get high quality, high def, HTO, whatever glasses, and it doesn't work.
Dating is really tricky and figuring out what you want to do, what you're trying to accomplish, and drinking's involved in partying because that's not really the relationship. The relationship is all the boring, horrifying during the week times, soul deadening.
It was you didn't flush the toilet.
Yeah. Did you dribble your pee before the toilet? And you're like, hey, you should probably move out.
You farted.
You know? Yeah.
You didn't wash the one dish you cooked.
Yeah. It's like I fixed the roof the other day.
No.
You know, how about less chatter? Man, it's tricky relationships. And it's tricky for me because I'm not some cool guy. I'm not some tough guy. I'm not some anything. But I do have hints of this alpha male thing. I have a lot of that. I'm not Andrew Tate, but I'm trying not to sound like a complete douche. I don't put up with anything. I don't put up with disrespect. And it's nothing negative. I don't do anything about it except say something. But I do say something. I don't, again, not to sound like a complete moron, I don't allow it. I say, wait. What did you just say?
Well,
I stand up for myself.
It's not about allowing or whatnot. It's about you draw the line.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I pay all the bills, and I'm healthy, and I'm putting the thing on the roof, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and I'm walking the dog. Listen, chill the fuck out. It's that line. You draw the line in the sand, and you're like, listen.
I agree exactly with what Doug says. If you're a good person and you're not violent at all, which I'm not, and you're not screaming and yelling, and you're not abusive, and you're working your butt off, and you're risking your life doing something dangerous, and you're providing for your family, and you're monogamous and faithful, I'm sorry. There's a respect thing there. There is a line.
It's basically shut your mouth.
When you cross it, well, I don't know about that. When you cross it, it's up to me to have the balls to say, you just crossed it, and this is what you did that didn't add up for me.
Not the balls. It's more like, listen.
Principles?
Principle, yeah. Like, listen, you just crossed the line. Let's chill out a bit.
No, but this is how it works.
You don't need balls.
There's a little bit of Jordan Peterson.
There's
a little bit of Jordan Peterson. There's a little bit of Kevin Samuels in this. How
about some Mike Steele and some?
There's Mike Steele. Don't incite someone who's 5 times the size of you and 10 times as strong. That's
you
one.
Might just like it.
Well, no, because they're going to respond with their mouth, and you're not going to like it.
Of course.
Yeah. The other thing is, if somebody walks in the front door, they got to get through me. And when there's a bill to be paid, I'm going to make sure it's done. And when there's a car to be fixed, and when there's a this, and when there's a that. So if you're taking care of those things, then I think that you've earned a certain level of treatment.
True.
And if that person doesn't feel that way or isn't operating in that, it's up to you to say something.
Yeah.
And say, I'm sorry, I don't feel that that's appropriate, and this is the way. You can't be a simp. This is one of these modern terms that's floating around. You've got to stand up for yourself.
I don't know if I like that word or not.
It's just the same thing. It works in reverse. If you crossed my mom, she would beat the ever-loving S out of you. If someone crossed you and she found out about it, she would go to their house and handle it. So she took care of you, would risk her life for you, but she also would not tolerate disrespect. So I kind of operate in the same venue where there's a line there and there's a limit, and I don't take crap from anyone. That being said, I think it's very healthy to try and give your partner the benefit of the doubt. Sure. People have bad days, they have bad moments, they have bad minutes and hours and seconds, and they have difficulties and struggles and troubles which you might not be aware of. So you got to watch it.
Everyone's living their own story.
You can't be an absolute hair trigger. All right? When they talk back to you, you can't throw them through a window. Maybe a door. No. But I think you have to stand up for yourself, and you have to be paying attention in every way. You have to be present. So when great things happen, compliments. When wonderful things occur, praise. When something is an achievement, gifts, and go out and celebrate it. Don't just let it pass by. That goes the same for when there is some sort of a breach and you have to stand up for yourself, because you're not going to get what you want unless you ask for it.
Communication.
And you're not going to get the treatment that you feel you've earned without explaining that to someone. This is the way I feel I should be treated. This is this is that. You also need to govern your life before you flip out.
Sure.
So if it's 8 o'clock and you're at your end, you say, I'm done being an adult. So no questions, no comments, no nothing. It's time for drinking, fornicating, and television. Okay, and chilling out. And that's it. I don't want to know until the next day. Now, if something happens in your family, you wake up and deal with it.
That's very one-sided.
I don't listen to Duggo ever, especially not on what's today?
No, I don't know.
Wednesday night.
Hump
It's
day.
Wednesday. What time is it?
Midnight.
All right, Wednesday at 10:45. That's the last time I listened to Duggo. 10:44 was the time for advice. So 10:45, that is expired.
It's all about 50-50, right? And sometimes that means 70-30. Sometimes that means 60-40. Sometimes that means 40-60, right? Sometimes that means 100% zero.
John Maynard Keynes over here with his stats. He's like, sometimes 50-50 means 100-0.
But bottom line is, it can't always be about you. You can't say, listen, all day, every day, I'm done at this time. Because what if the other person in the relationship is not done at that time?
I can explain.
There's got to be 50-50 somehow.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is you've dealt with enough crap.
You personally,
yes, you've dealt with enough stress.
Maybe the other person is bored out of their mind.
I'm done. I'm done, though. Here's the thing. When you come in a room and you react to something, that's you.
Sure.
Now, what you can do is recognize.
Yeah. Recognize.
It's like Will Smith from Men in Black. Recognize the skills. Right. Horrible. Tommy Lee Jones. Okay. Horrible. Okay, sport.
Yeah.
Dude, but but you can say, look, I'm done. I've hit my limit. I feel it. I have a physical reaction to it, and I get hot. And I'm like, I'm done. I want to go chill out, and then I'm fine. I relax. I have a beer or two.
Yeah, everybody needs their space.
I play with my dog. For sure. I eat some popcorn. I watch some action movie on TV. I'm good.
But there's a fine line.
No, but if I'm over the edge, there's no point in talking to me. If there's something severe that my wife needs to get into, that's different.
Here's an example. Fine line. Playboy Playmate. Totally naked, maybe wearing devil horns or something, does the same thing.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, oh,
no, that is not true.
No?
No, okay, I've been with scalding hot supermodels, okay? No. There's always tired of them at some point.
Yeah.
They'll annoy the socks off
you, man. Their poop stinks like everybody else.
No, trust me. Gotcha. Yeah, they're all gold at the beginning, and then it's a tidal wave of goat vomit towards the end. Yeah, don't you worry. I'm sure Gal Gadot could annoy the frickin' pants off you in more ways than one.
At least one day a week, right?
No, but what you got to do, I heard Robert Downey Jr. talking about this. You've got to leave the room before you flip out.
Sure.
And I will flip out. And that doesn't mean everybody has to walk around in eggshells. That means I have to govern myself. So if I have to take a walk, if I got to go have 2 beers in the hot tub, if I got to go in the room and eat some nachos and some popcorn and watch Steven Seagal beat the ever-loving S out of people, then that's what I've got to do. And when my wife wants to talk about it, I got to say, I'm sorry, babe, I am done for the night. You want to talk about it 8 tomorrow, 9 tomorrow, because I am feeling the heat in me of the stress and pressure. I don't have any patience left. Now, what I can do as a partner, as a husband, is work on that. Not that evening. I can learn how to meditate. I can take more walks. I can exercise more. I can get a therapist. I can do different cognitive behavioral therapies and stuff. I can work on stuff, but in the moment, I'm at my limit. Now, it's very important to know your limit. It's very important to know like 80%, and you're done. And if I hit 100, I'm going to start raising my voice. And a man is on purpose like so much larger than a woman to help them, to protect them, to maybe do some of the physical stuff, not to sound too sexist. The other thing is when we hit a limit, we have too much of a capability in us. You have to know your place and you have to go back where you need to recharge. That sleep, that recharging of the batteries. I'm not a person who can work, midnight, 1, and then sleep. I gotta stop at 8, decompress, eat something, watch TV, and then at like 12 I can kind of go to sleep. I can't do that thing like my wife does. She will work on her laptop, work on her phone, then just go to sleep. I've got to have a period of time where I'm doing nothing productive.
So yes, every couple has time management issues. And in your case, your time management issues are you work hard all day, you need to relax at night, and you're saying that your wife is a worker at night and relaxes during the day. So yeah, different schedules cause different challenges in the relationship. And that's true. And you have to work together as a team to fix that. Or not even fix it, just every word sounds like a bad word. Handle sounds like
meetings,
a bad word.
meetings.
Meet in the middle.
My wife and I have meetings,
Yeah.
and you got to have meetings for us. And meetings, you can have meetings about meetings, and meetings get us to the next stage. And you take notes during the week when you're going to have a meeting. What are you going to talk about? Meetings, because my brain is very. I try to focus, but I'm really focused on 15 things. So I'm the opposite of focus. Okay, so I need to know we're going to talk about this at this time.
Yeah.
Okay, because I need to shift my brain over to that. I'm not some genius in any way. I just am who I am. I'm a very creative person. I can come up with wonderful ideas. I can invent things and be inspirational and all this stuff, but I'm also scatterbrained as hell. I'm so easily distractible.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly, just like that.
You seek Yoda. You do. Yeah.
So what are we talking about again?
We're talking about some broad you're trying to screw, talking about the sale you shot. That's Alec Baldwin from Glenn Ross, one of the classics.
ABC.
Always be closing. One of the greatest things is he says he made 970,000 last year. For some reason, that sounds way more impressive than $1 million.
It does. Yeah.
$1.5 million, $2 million. 970,000. So he's grinding it to get to $1 million. He had the BMW 850 out front. I love it with the skinny front hood, the V12. And you can imagine him with the suit and the smoking and the hair, and he's so good looking that he's just an overall pimp, and stress doesn't matter to him.
But for all of you that can't do that, for whatever reason, ABC could also be always be creative. Or ABD, always be doing something. Not nothing, something.
Or ABC, always be calling the nut house to come get Doug O.
Yeah, that happens.
Because he's lost his shiz.
That happens too. I've had one too many tonight.
Yeah, or not enough.
I'm sobering up though, sobering up while we stand here.
But we got to come back to happiness and focus. We got to come back to being grateful always.
Yeah.
You have abundance in your life. You have opportunities to do so many different things. You're meeting all these great people. We talk to everybody. Talk to all the bartenders at all the places. We should be talking to more people, more patrons. You got to get out and do stuff. You got to support local business. Everybody is like, oh, that business, it was so great. It's like, well, you never went. You didn't take your family there.
Yeah.
And
that spaghetti shop or whatever was amazing, but it closed because you never
that massage parlor, you didn't go there 8 nights a week like you should have.
Well, we go there, they just don't file their taxes.
That's true. But you got to do it, and the other thing, it's the other way around also. They didn't send you a flyer. They didn't send you a BOGO. They didn't send you.
But you can't send a flyer for a free hand job.
Free
happy ending after a massage, right?
Maybe you can. We need to look into it. Let me call the state senator.
It is possible marketing opportunity for sure.
But life is challenging. The end, you have to have such base qualities: grateful, happy, content. I look over at my wife and she's sleeping and I smile. I look over at my dog and he's sleeping and I smile. I'm like, man, I got it all. That's all I need. If you're content with a little amount of stuff, you don't need a lot of this and that, then you're really got it made. If you've got this hole you're trying to fill, you're never going to fill it. Doug, I know personally over here, tries to fill every hole that he meets. Yeah. So good times, everybody.
What can I do?
Yeah, what can anybody do?
It happens. It happens.
It does. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. This is the Frenemies Show with Doug-O and Mike Steele.
Doug-O!
That's right.
Sober, not sober, it's okay.
And neither of us are wearing pants. All right. Thank you. Frenemies Show. Winning